is the dog stuff. Huh.
It just got me all screwed up.
Dog stuff. The dog stuff. Huh. Okay.
It just got me all screwed up.
Hey, AJ, good morning. We're just slowly getting fired up here.
Good morning, AZ.
What's it like in Arizona this morning? Cold, windy, snow? Hey, DJ, holy mackerel, you're up and around.
TJ's here. Hey, TJ.
So I had to order a new keyboard. Paul will be here today sometime.
Mr. Chuckles himself is in the chat.
Yeah. Oh, helicopter. Flying over Port Huron.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, there's one. You can see it in the screen behind you, Paul. They're just flying over the city building.
Oh, well, yeah, there's, oh, here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at the birds.
Yeah, lots of birds this morning.
Yeah. Bird, bird, bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. I'm showing my age now. Hi, me. Hey, good girl. I know you're a good girl, but you are. You are a good girl. Yes.
He just says, I'll hop in a second. Just got to sip my coffee for a bit. Wake up. I'm just having bagels. So.
So AZ, how's things going down there? I've got a probably this morning going to have to dial up and order another Wise Cam. This one's been outside for a couple of years and it's just not working anymore. It doesn't fire up. Whenever I plug it into power, it just doesn't want to work.
Yeah.
Usually when you plug them in,
Yeah.
they go through their power up mode. This one's not doing it.
Yeah.
So I would say this one is not any good anymore.
Yeah. Now, you what, a couple of years old or something, isn't it, Paul?
What's that?
That was a couple of years old.
Yeah, oh yeah, 2, 3 years anyway.
Oh,
And it's been outside in the weather. You know, I like Wise cameras, but they don't seem to be as
hey, come on, Garth.
reliable.
Ugh.
Mia's down here sleeping.
Yeah, Bader right here. Greasy's, I think, under the blanket on the chair. I just washed her blanket for her last night and put it up. Remind me, I think I got one in the washing machine. I got to throw it in the dryer.
Yeah. Oh, I just got my living room cam back working again.
Yeah. Well, there's just that.
That's
Mr. Justin.
it. What's up, TJ, David, Garth? Oh,
What are you up to this morning there, Justin?
man. I'm just at the house because kids are all freaking sick.
Oh,
Well, they got colds or what?
Colds and fevers.
You don't suppose they've gotten the new variant, do you?
that RSV or something in it.
Yeah. Well, they
Oh,
come out with the variant of the week. You know what I mean?
I think
Yeah.
it's just too much of, like, people just, I don't know, with this whole COVID crap, it's like the common cold doesn't exist no more.
yeah.
It's like every time you get sick, you got COVID now. It's like, Jesus, no. It's just a freaking fever and stuffy nose and stuff.
Yeah, like flu, whatever.
Oh, did you
Hey,
guys,
Jay.
what's up, JD? Did you guys see his rocket video?
No, no.
Put it, yeah, he put it out this morning, about an hour
Oh,
or so ago.
Really? Yeah, boo. Look out.
I think the car had enough weight for the rockets. It's just trying to keep it straight is the hard part.
okay.
Cause the rocket didn't seem to like want to fly up in the air or anything like the last car did. It seemed to have a good enough weight to keep it on the ground. Problem is, JD, like I told you, like I said before, is freaking your reaction time. It's just not quick enough for the how fast those rockets kick in. Plus, you couldn't see because he was standing behind the car and the smoke screen came up and he couldn't see the damn car. So he couldn't see which direction it was going.
Here we go.
You got the sound or?
I didn't put the sound on, but
Yeah, JD's standing there with the controller.
yep.
But it's like those rockets kick in instantly, boom, smoke screen. He didn't even have enough time to react.
That's it.
It's $30 and he's like, there's $30 worth of rockets.
No
Blew
kidding.
that sucker up, didn't it?
Yeah, it looked like the front wheel's missing out, but oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. It just don't like those hard hits, right?
Yeah, I saw that JD. I was laughing. But it didn't seem like it wanted to come up off the ground, which is good. So if there's a way that he could keep that thing straight,
Yeah.
I don't know, JD. I'm almost wondering if locking the wheels straight would be better than trying to steer it. Because I'm wondering if when it took off, it turned the wheels by itself. You know, it wasn't the rocket that shot it off into the thing. It was probably the front wheels just turned because they were able to.
Well, yeah, and plus, if he's gonna have that much torque on the back end, he needs to have extension bars out the back, like wheelie bars.
Yeah.
To keep it on the ground.
Well, I think it stayed on the ground though, didn't it?
Well, the thing of it is that because of the torque wants to push it like this, and it causes it to do that, and then whatever. If you have extensions out the back, you know, they could be anything. It keeps it from flipping up.
Yeah.
That's like dragsters and all those things. They have wheelie bars on the back.
I get this. Where's the different angle here? You see, it didn't raise the front end there though. I was watching it there. It didn't raise the front end. It stayed there, but the steering went up that way. Like taking a bad.
You know, what's easy is what's easy. We can Monday morning quarterback. You know, right, TJ?
That's funny.
I know when you go to take off because of the engine, the revolution of it, you have to get an opposite torque, on the tail there to keep it straight. But a rocket shouldn't have to do that.
That's why I'm wondering if locking the steering straight would probably be better
Yeah.
instead of allowing the wheels to turn.
So he ran out of time before he could get before the rocket went off and
Well, the problem, TJ, was he was standing behind it and it created a huge smoke screen and he couldn't see where the car was going.
yeah.
And it kind of blinded him.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going to be able to, JD. I think those rockets, I don't think your reaction time is going to be quick enough for those things to try to keep it straight yourself.
What I think you should, I guess there's no motor or batteries in that thing. It's just straight rocket powered, isn't it?
Yeah, he stripped everything out of it, but the front steering on it, I think he said.
You're gonna say too bad you couldn't get it going when then all of a sudden the rockets kick in, and then he can go. I suppose rockets and batteries don't belong on the same machine.
That's actually a good idea. If he could get it up to a certain speed, nice and straight, it might, when the rockets kick in, it may stay on that trajectory instead of trying to turn. You just let off the controllers right when they kick in. I don't know. It's just hard to say to. I don't know. It's gonna be a lot of tests in there, JD. You're gonna go through some money on rockets.
I didn't think the rockets were that expensive, don't you?
The smaller ones aren't, but he got some pretty big ones.
Oh,
I
But
think like the bigger ones are like maybe like 50 and up.
but the thing is it's like they're not as popular as they were like 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So there's not as many people buying them anymore. Like I said, I remember back in the late 90s, early 2000s, you could go to Walmart and they sold tons and tons of rocket kits.
Mm.
And you could get rockets for just a couple bucks a pop.
Yeah, you could just pop your rocket.
You should only use one rocket, only cost 15.
That's funny. That's funny. Pop your rocket.
Yeah, it's just hard to say, JD.
What are you thinking? Well, what?
Or maybe if you were to build like a some kind of track that it could sit in for like maybe 10 yards to just get it going straight. And then when it comes out the other side, maybe it will stay straight. I don't know. Maybe build like a little insert that it can sit in to get going, like at a 2x4s or something. That would keep it straight and then it could come out the other side. Maybe once it gets going straight fast enough, maybe it'll stay that way. I think it just needs to get enough speed up.
Hey, Dominic is in there. All right. I just happened to notice there, so yeah.
Big D, the Dominic.
The Dom.
Well, you know, I saw him last night on Uncle Bill's channel.
Yeah.
He had his little lollipop with him.
Oh,
Lollipop.
Yeah,
Lollipop. Lollipop.
yeah, that's right. She was all made up and
Oh, shit,
oh yeah,
I missed it. I saw he was going
Oh
live and I
man,
was-
she changed her hair color and everything.
What are
Oh,
you talking
man,
about?
I should have tuned in. man.
Dominic's got a little hottie he plays with.
Oh, Addy, okay.
What kind of photo do you desire? An ordinary portrait?
shut up.
Or one
Was that the news?
Yeah, I was just going there and I clicked on to shut it off and it
Did
didn't
they?
go.
Hey, Paul, did they finally call you this morning after they told the world they weren't going to be in school today?
No, they emailed me last night about 8 o'clock, so don't get out of bed
Oh, okay.
until
And I
further
heard,
notice.
yeah,
Huh?
I heard
We have
yesterday.
to go back to work at a moment's notice, but they said that but it says for the unforeseeable future, they don't think nothing's gonna happen. Somebody was saying one of the apparently those things they said they figure about a month, but we'll see.
Hey, you don't get paid for all that time off?
Well, first 2 weeks, right? So
At least you're getting something, cause that's kind of bullshit that you guys aren't actually part of any union, but yet they're forcing you to take the time off. That's not your fault. Like,
well, if they want us ready and able to go back to work, they're gonna have to pay us, right?
but it wasn't you guys that caused the strike though. You guys just have to do what the schools do, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's right. Nothing to do with us.
That's what I'm saying. So you guys are kind of forced to be out of work because the teachers or
Yeah.
whatever got their panties in a bunch about something. Not to say it's not something legitimate, but
Yeah, yeah.
unfortunately you guys get kind of screwed over, especially if it takes more than a couple weeks.
So you're not working today, Justin, because the kids are sick.
Yeah, fuck man, when you got like when you got like 3 kids, it's like one will be sick one day, the other 2 will be fine, and all of a sudden one will catch it again when the other one's getting better, and then just
Yeah,
it's just a cycle.
yeah, it's crazy. Is it just like the common cold? It's not like COVID or anything, is it?
And if it is, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's just, it's just a cold and a little bit of a fever. It's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
How's the pupper dogs doing?
Oh, they're fine. Doing good.
I bet they're enjoying the hell out of the kids being home, right?
Well, actually, the both of them are in their cages right now, just kind of relaxing for a little bit because I didn't want them running around the house.
Oh,
Because the other two are resting right now, so.
night train's here, I see.
So they're sitting quietly in their pens sleeping, so I just left them in there.
Talk about pupper dogs. I got one barking at me. Let's go outside. What? You have to go outside? Is that what your problem is?
I gotta
Yeah,
go get
I
some.
do have a problem with that, yep.
Sarah's mom's supposed to be getting some fencing so we can fence in the rest of the yard, so. She's in one of the older neighborhoods that don't have an HOA, so.
Oh, Night Train says he's gathering up to go to work. To fight off the infection, going to be a long day, he said.
Oh, yeah. It's always really long when you're not feeling good.
Yep. Amazon.
I remember trying to work a few months ago when I had that sinus infection. Oh, that was horrible.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that,
Yeah. I
I was
remember that.
yeah, I was working 10-hour shifts then too. Oh my God, that 10 hours went by so slow.
It's like, man, why is the
I-
time go by so slow and I don't feel so good.
I didn't, dude. Like my eyes were watering so bad at one point because of I had a sinus infection plus my allergies at the same time.
Yeah.
And my whole face was like, oh man, it was just bad. There was that day I actually pulled over and parked in a laundromat parking lot and slept in my truck for like 2 hours because I couldn't fucking see anything. I tried driving down the road and my eyes were watering so bad I couldn't see anything.
Oh,
I
shit.
literally had to pull over and I dumped some water on my eyes and kind of flushed them out. And then I just closed my eyes and went to sleep for a couple hours. It was so bad.
Oh. Yeah, that's not good when your eyes are wide and you can't see.
That's what I hate about the summertime when you're working outside and you start sweating and the sweat gets in your eyes and starts burning.
Oh, yeah, that's the worst. I hate
Huh.
that. Oh, it stings like, ah.
Yeah.
Especially
you
like
don't-
when you're working out or whatever, like you start sweating and like the sweat goes in your eyes, like, ugh.
Pretty nice out this morning though.
Yeah, not too bad. I was at work yesterday and this girl comes in and was telling me that there was a storm coming. I was like, what?
Yeah, tropical storm. There's a storm out in the ocean right now.
No.
So I want to say it might be, honestly, I haven't looked into it since the other day, but I want to say it's like near Puerto Rico or something.
So
Right
it's
now.
not anywhere near us or anything.
I don't think so. I'll have to look on the computer when I get back inside and see exactly what the track of it is. I haven't really been paying attention to it because it hasn't turned into like a hurricane or anything, so I wasn't overly concerned about it.
No. Are you outside right now?
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm out on the back porch.
Oh, okay. There you go. Just kind of
These-
sitting outside in the sun for a little bit.
Yeah, my headset has like a 40-50 foot range, so it works pretty good.
Oh, nice. Time to make the donuts.
Cause I mean, you know, TJ, they always freak out about tropical storms, but they ain't really all that.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's going to the store to get whatever to stock up on whatever.
Dude, I've
Yeah.
been through like 6 or 7 tropical storms in the past, like, what, 8 years I've been here or so, and they ain't any worse than a regular damn storm in Florida.
Right, exactly.
Get a little bit of a breeze, a little bit of wind that's like 5-10 miles an hour, and that's about it. It ain't nothing.
Yeah, everybody freaks out because they think it's gonna be like worse than that. It's like, no, it really isn't.
Well, it's not so much that like the average citizen freaks out, it's the fucking state government will always like declare a state of emergency, and it's like, it ain't even all that bad. Like, literally, I'll go to the store and go to the gas station in the middle of it. Like,
Yeah.
crap. Go on my computer real quick and see. I haven't even looked on it, looked it up. Yeah, I wanna say it's like, what? 70 something here right now? Yeah, it's 72.
What was Mike talking on? Time to make the donuts.
Oh, cause he's going to work.
Uh,
You remember that commercial, TJ?
no. What commercial was that?
It was like Dunkin' Donuts, wasn't it? That time to make the donuts. The guy getting up in the morning and going in to make donuts.
Oh, I don't think I ever saw that.
So it seems to have a little bit of a twist to it,
Yeah.
but like it might form. But I mean,
Yeah, that's
it's not, it doesn't look like it's gonna do anything though, but it should come right over top of us, like Georgia, probably South Carolina.
yeah.
Donuts, the guy getting up in the morning.
I mean, it seems.
I
to
had,
have
I
a
had
little
to
curve.
restart my thing. That's why you're hearing overtalk.
Uh,
I had to
Seems to have a
restart
little
my
curve.
thing.
God.
I'm pointing at the computer, TJ. Get your
Yeah.
mind out of there.
I had to restart his thing. I think.
Yeah, it's really cool here too right now. I just let dog back in. Get
There
it.
who was that? Who was that we made a joke about the thing? You know, my thing. Who was that?
That was it.
It was Uncle Ray. That's it was Uncle Ray and Uncle Bill. They were talking about oh, what was it? It was like a little a rubber piece for their, I think their controller or the little stand, and it was, you know, like a
Yeah,
little,
that thing. Yeah, yeah.
and they called it the thing. You know, my thing. Where's my thing? My thing. That's funny. My thing. My thing. Man, it's crazy how they're all already putting the Christmas decorations out in the stores and everything. Like, damn, let's get through one holiday at a time, eh?
Yeah, it should be illegal at least till December the 1st.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, you're going to Walmart, it's all Christmas now.
Yeah, Walgreens at work too yesterday. I was like, holy shit, what the hell? Oh,
Let me give you some sound. Should be sound. It's not on.
Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh.
rewind it.
I've
Rewind
made
it.
the donuts. We make them at.
Let me see if I can't boost the sound a little bit. Yep. Okay, here we go.
Time to make the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh. I made the donuts. We make them at least twice every day. Time to make the donuts. Not a few kinds, like supermarket. The donuts. Time to make the donuts. But up to 50 different varieties. the donuts. I make the donuts. I made the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, up to 52 varieties, fresh day and night. No supermarket.
Man, that was an old commercial. I don't think I ever saw that one before. That was old. That's probably like before my time, maybe.
Yeah, it was in 1980s.
Well, I was born in '83, so
Probably was about the time you,
They're twinkling in your dad's eye.
yeah.
Time to make the donut. The donut. It isn't easy owning a Dunkin' Donut. Time to make the donut. Because
He looks like
unlike most
Danny
supermarkets,
DeVito.
we make our donuts fresh day and night.
The guys who make supermarket donuts are still in bed. Plain donuts aren't enough. 5 kinds.
Of course, when you make donuts this good.
there's the
Of
Three
course, when you-
Stooges.
Of course, when you make donuts this good, there is one reward. They taste so great.
Good morning, folks.
People buy an awful lot of them.
Time to make the donuts.
Oh, that's funny. Gitchy Gumi.
Morning, Gitchgumi. Howdy do.
Gumi. Hey, good morning.
Oh yeah. Okay, so the meatloaf. Yeah, it was pretty good. We I took it
Yeah.
out of the I
Yeah,
took it I
Yeah. yeah.
So I took it out of the oven last night and then put some barbecue sauce on it. And then she made cut up little slices of sweet potato and spreaded some brown sugar on it. It was pretty good. And then I had corn on the cob. Wasn't bad. Wasn't bad at all.
Well, you know, they make a medication for you if you got corns on your cob.
Did I? So there you go, Garth. There's the review on the meatloaf. How many subs does he? Oh, he only has 3 subs. And no content. Miss Giggles meatloaf. It's howdy doody time with howdy doody time.
Anybody see this? Captain Drone put out a new video this morning. Look at the size of the Beechcraft. But hey, D18. He's gonna fly it. Yeah, pretty cool. That thing is huge.
What was that thing that you just sent me, Justin?
Oh, mute yourself and watch that real quick from 12:17 to the time I said to watch it to.
Oh, this was the
That was no,
Yeah, that's what it was.
That was the guy. Just watch it, you'll see.
all right.
You know, we never hear much about anymore. I don't know if you guys get out and about. I don't get out and about that much as I'm an old man, but the V-copter. Remember the V-copter was the talk of everybody? It was,
Yep.
Yeah, it's just a fad like every new drone that comes out.
they got them on Amazon for $8.99, free delivery.
Yeah, weren't they like $1,400 or $1,500?
Yes, when they first came out.
Yeah.
And they also have the Autel Robotics Evo Light Plus Premium Bundle. But doesn't have the smart controller, with the regular controller for $15.49 US. With 3 batteries and all, you know, all the stuff. I don't think that's such a hot. How much is that smart controller, Paul?
What? Which one?
For the Autel?
What, the one I got?
Yeah.
About here in Canada, about $1,800.
Holy crap, Peru. So I guess, yeah. I ordered a replacement Wise cam for out the front there, Paul.
Oh yeah,
Arriving today by 5 to 10 p.m.
no kidding already.
I'll believe that when I see it.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because TJ knows better than that. TJ's on mute. He must be watching some nasties over there.
Yeah.
what,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
What are you watching? Porn over on the other channel or what?
No, I'm watching Justin's thing, like his video that he made.
You're watching his thing? Oh, Justin, you're lucky.
Hold on, I'll show you. It was this interaction I had with this dude. It was pretty funny.
I was like, who the heck is driving? They're literally like all over the road.
Yeah, that was just bad desync. No, me and this dude were driving around and we ran into this guy. It was pretty funny.
Already in progress. God damn it. Oh, okay. I hate the shitters. All right, buddy. All right, this guy. We got this guy. I fucking hate this dude. Let's beat him up. Some shit.
Hit him up.
Sir, now that we've hit you, we need to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
You piece of shit. Get out of your car like a man.
That guy walks like a drunken sailor.
Sir, we need to talk
I
to
am
you.
Top G. I
This
am
is the
Patrick
second
Bateman.
time you've hit me today.
And whose fucking ball is that, buddy?
Where did you learn to drive, you goddamn maggot?
He sounds like a bit of a bitch.
Wow. I served in Nam, you piece of shit.
I serve in your motherfucking pussy.
I downed more Asians than you can imagine, bitch.
I hate their fucking dogs.
God damn it, you're a waste of my fucking time.
Now get out of the fucking car, buddy.
Fuck you.
Oh. Oh my god, that was funny. That guy was so pissed.
Oh, that's pretty funny. See you, Dominic. Have sweet dreams.
TJ, you know that wasn't real, right?
Yeah, that
I
definitely
just wanted to check. You
Yeah,
know?
it's just a video game. Just a video.
That's it.
What's up, Bill?
You know, the sad part about it is it's sad, but it's kind of exciting. The sad part is that AI is getting so good now, it's going to be hard to see if you see a video or a TV presentation, what's real and what's not.
Yeah,
That's sad, but the idea that they can produce that's kind of incredible.
that is cool. But
Yeah.
you can tell if it's real or a video game. You know,
Right now you can, but in the future, TJ, all that stuttering and that mute that it goes on and you can see it's a video game.
right?
That's going to go away as they get better and better at AI.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, but like, is that real?
You go to see advertisement on Facebook?
What's that?
Oh god.
It's got a huge launch.
That's pretty funny.
Now, this guy right here, Paul, is pretty
That's
crazy.
hilarious.
Now,
Hey, TJ, you could use one of those in the party store. At the liquor shop.
That's pretty funny. That's great.
Yeah, Sarah says, Justin, check your texts.
Oh, hang on. Okay. But anyway, like right here, like, there's advertisement. But there it is right there on Facebook, on Marketplace.
That's funny.
He'll put anything on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, right.
Now, this guy makes deep fake videos though, and he's done a bunch of Tom Cruise.
Mm.
Now, mind you, one of the guys that does it is Asian, but this is what he looks like. It's crazy. This is him, but the video is so good, it makes him look like Tom Cruise and sound like him. Watch. Oh shit.
It's a little embarrassing, you know. It reminds me, I was once in Russia. I ran into Gorbachev. He said, "You know, Mr. Movie Star, are you nervous?" I said, "No, Mr. Gorbachev, I'm not nervous. I don't." Remember how much a polar bear weighs.
Yeah, he does look like Tom Cruise.
But it's just a computer-generated face.
Oh.
So it's his body and mannerisms, but it's Tom Cruise's face.
Right, and voice, and that's how good that you can do a deep fake. Now, in order to do this type of, you know, AI generated computer work and all this isn't easy but it's going to be in no time. You'll have a fucking application on your phone that will be able to do that.
Yep.
So who was
that's
that?
the scary part.
Who was that actually?
It's some Asian dude that was doing TikToks, and it was him and a couple of his buddies. There's a white guy, an Asian guy, and
What would have been nice if at the beginning of it or at the end of it they showed what they really look like.
oh, there's some videos that they actually show. They talk about doing it, but that's the thing is like it makes it look like he's Tom Cruise, but if you were standing there in person, you would see the real guy. But the camera work is that good.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's but like I said, you have to have really high-end equipment and stuff to do that kind of stuff. So it's not something that the everyday person can do at the moment. But it won't be. It's just a matter of time before somebody releases an app that will be able to do it, and you'll be able to do it with a click of a button. You'll be able to put your phone onto your wife or somebody, and then they can look like any movie star you want.
Well, and then what that'll open up, Justin, is then you'll have a program that you can run on top of a program that will detect whether it's true or not.
Right, but the problem this is going to create, I think, for the most part, especially when it comes to politics, is you're going to get people making fake videos.
Yep.
And then they're going to post it, and there's going to be a lot of idiots out there that believe that it's real.
Oh yeah, because the public in general are dumber than a box of rocks.
Right, they're going to have Trump or somebody saying something racial or something stupid, and then the people are going to think that's really them doing it, and then they're going to believe it, and it's going to start arguments and fights, and that's where it's going to be an issue.
And that's crazy.
But yeah, that guy got his TikTok got pretty famous for doing that kind of stuff. It was him and a team of dudes, him and his friends that like are just into that kind of stuff. But I mean, there is a real danger to deep fake videos like that. You do got to be careful.
Man, did any of y'all hear about like something about over the summer you're gonna have to start paying for Facebook or whatever?
Facebook. Well, they're gonna lose half their users, so.
Like because one of my mom's friends heard that somewhere, and then I made a post about it, and then Chris QC guy posted an article where it said where the heck.
Well, and they should at that point they technically, if you're paying for a service, then they shouldn't be allowed to ban you for anything.
Yeah. Yeah, he said something about Meta. He said, it said in late October, Facebook's parent company Meta reported their quarterly earnings and said they were experiencing a decline in revenue and profit amid a slump in advertising dollars. The company's struggles led headlines, and users on the website began to claim Facebook would soon charge a fee to use its services. Two different chain messages, both claiming that posting the chain messages to your wall would allow you to keep using Facebook for free, started simultaneously spreading across the social media platform.
So it sounds like it's more of a rumor than actual truth.
Yeah.
Man. But the thing is though, is
But you're right, Justin. There's a lot of people that just like TJ, he heard it from somebody that heard it, somebody heard it, and so therefore it must be true. You know.
Well, the thing is it's really the thing is nobody's going to want to pay for Facebook because Facebook is already skeezy as hell, right? You got all kinds of freaking scam ads that Facebook allows on there. Facebook Marketplace is regulated pretty shitty to the point where there's a lot of scams on there. They censor everything that you put on there. Like unless you're just saying hi to a friend, they'll block you from some stupid community guideline. Like I'm not gonna pay for that. Get the hell out of here. I'll download all my pictures from Facebook and I'll delete my account right now if they said I had to pay for it. The only thing I use Facebook for anymore is just to contact friends and family. Because anything I put on there, I mean, I've been in Facebook jail probably 20, 30 times.
How the heck does that happen? Because there's a previous coworker of mine who I used to work with, and she posts political shit like all the time, and she always gets thrown in Facebook jail. Like, how the heck does that happen? Like,
because they ban you, you can still go on Facebook and look at people's posts and stuff, but you won't be able to comment. You won't be able to post anything. Like they block you from doing certain features on the app. And then they give you a time frame, like they'll tell you got a 15-day ban. I've had 3 or 4 30-day bans where I couldn't do anything for a whole month. And then I've been threatened, but supposedly your bans fall off after like 6 months or something, like because I got threatened like 3 or 4 months ago that if I posted anything political, they were going to ban my account permanently. But it said that the bans fall off after 6 months, so like they reset. So it's not like you get 5 bans on your account and it's just there forever. But even Twitter said Twitter's not gonna go to paid, but they said that if you want to be verified and have the blue check mark next to your name, so people know that you're who you say you are, that's gonna cost you $8 a month to have that. I mean, if you're big on that platform, it's worth the $8 a month, I think. If you're just an everyday person that uses Twitter and you're not really big on there, you don't have any followers, don't worry about it.
yeah. I don't know. Wayne said one of my mom's friends said first clue to fact check. So I guess if somebody says something, check your facts first before you.
No, that's not always true because, well, this is what they do, right? Is you could post, say, a video, an actual clip, let's just say from a Trump rally, right?
Right.
And you could just say, I agree with this clip, right? And it could be, say, President Trump saying, well, COVID's over, it's not that bad. They'll just say that, for example, right?
Right.
Well, Facebook will come in and say, well, Trump's wrong. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So you're now fact checked. And then they'll remove your post and say that you were posting stuff that wasn't true.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could go either way. It doesn't matter. It could be, but they tend to go more at conservative accounts than they do liberal ones, like the left. So, but they do that. They'll say that you're posting disinformation. Even
like,
though
like
what you're
false
Right.
information.
right, but what you are posting could be 100% true, but because they don't agree with it because of their political spectrum that they're in, they're going to say you're lying and they're going to remove your post.
Oh
And it
yeah,
happens all the time. And that's why I said I definitely wouldn't pay for that kind of fucking treatment. Like, get the hell out of here.
yeah. JD's talking about that you're the bad boy of social media.
Oh, you know it, JD.
So,
He's proud of it too, JD. He's worked hard to get that moniker hung on him, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah, all right, I get you, Wayne.
oh yeah.
But Elon's already said Twitter, you are not going to get banned for any side of the political spectrum. He said the only thing you would get, I think he said the only thing you would get banned for is inciting violence, which is understandable,
Yeah.
or something about trying to persuade or swing markets, something like that he was talking about. Had to do something with Wall Street. But he said, other than that, it's open. He goes, it's First Amendment. He goes, I believe in the First Amendment. So the unfortunate thing is I don't really use Twitter, so I don't really like their platform setup. It would not be nice to see Twitter kind to like maybe try to almost copy the layout of Facebook and have those same rules as far as what Elon wants. That would be nice because then I would leave Facebook and just go over there. Yeah, he allowed everybody that got banned on the right side to come back on Twitter. As he said, it doesn't matter if you're left or right, you're allowed to be on Twitter and say your opinion.
No, I don't do Twitter anyway, so
I just don't like the layout of the whole platform itself.
yeah.
Like
I
if
just-
it
I
was
just
set
stick
up, do I?
I just stick to Facebook. That's pretty much my.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I would like to see Twitter have more of a layout like Facebook does, where you have a profile, you have a little
Yeah.
bit more interaction as far as, I don't know, I just don't like Twitter.
Yeah.
I never
Actually-
could get on the Twitter. Yeah.
Actually, Wayne, I haven't been on TikTok in probably 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't go on TikTok anymore. I stopped supporting TikTok.
You mean
Hey.
flip flop?
Yep.
My account's still there. I just don't go on it.
You mean flip flop, right?
Flip-flop. So,
That's what the seniors call it, flip flop.
flip-flop.
The reason why I really hate TikTok is, one, we all know it's a Chinese company. It's owned by Tencent, which is a Chinese company. But the one thing I hate about TikTok is the things that they support on their platform, they would never support in their own country. Like, you can put all the gay rights stuff you want on TikTok and you'll be fine. They won't ban you. But the minute you say something anti-gay or you don't agree with that, they ban you. And it's like, and I don't understand. So you have a Chinese company that's based out of China protecting the LGBTQ community and other communities that they would never support in their own country, which tells you that they're just playing a huge political game, right? So
Yeah.
I'm done with TikTok. I'm not going to ever support TikTok again
That's
because
crazy. People just need to fucking chill and relax and get a grip.
but it's not just the LGBTQ community, it's other communities on TikTok that they protect from people bullying them, quote unquote, but or that don't agree with them, but it's stuff that they would never support in their own country. You know? It'd be like a Russian company supporting LGBTQ on a website in the US, but yet in Russia, you can get thrown in prison for that, for being gay. Saudi Arabia, you can be killed for being gay. Iran, same thing.
Damn.
That's a death sentence, bro, if they find out you're gay. And the LGBTQ thinks they have it so bad over here. Go to about 80% of the countries in the world and you come off that plane flailing your arm at them and saying, hey, girl, and see what they do.
That's fucked
Because
up.
you ain't going to make it more than 10 fucking feet.
God. Good thing I don't live over there. That's fucked up.
Why, are you gay?
No, I mean, I'm just, no.
The way you said that, though,
Well, no,
you
no,
implied.
like, well, no, like if I, like I know some friends of mine, like I know a couple of friends of mine, like that, that are, but I mean, like, or if I just, happen to see like somebody walking down the street and, a gay person saying that, and they just run up on them and, just like, holy shit, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Well, see, in most of the groups, TJ, over here that claim that it's so bad living in the US and we need change, they've never lived in any of these other countries. And if they did, they would see how good they actually have it here.
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of a bad comment, but like I was, just
no, it was just the way you implied it was
right. I didn't mean for that to come out that way, but like as you were saying and just thinking about it, like holy shit, that is fucking crazy. Like you think about these things, like God, that's we're living in a fucked up society, like. Fucking...
JD said to TJ just
yeah,
come out.
yeah, I see that. Yeah. Yeah, so sorry guys, I didn't mean for that to come out the way that it did after I.
No, it wasn't disrespectful. It was just made you seem like you were a little
well,
maybe
yeah,
maybe you like to play on
like
both
I said,
sides.
I didn't mean for that to come out that way. Like I was like, oh God. I thought to myself, like, holy shit. I just kind of like, but I didn't mean for it to come out that way.
Like I've never lived in other countries like that, but if you just have common sense and you research these things, you can find out and talk to people from other countries. They'll tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of agree, like talking about change and that Tupac song Changes, it's like, man, we got to start making changes.
No, there definitely needs to be a change here too, Bill, 100%.
Yeah.
Now, I was talking about the homeless issue the other day is there a lot of homeless people don't want help. And that's because
crazy.
they
I mean, they just sit around and they expect people to, hand out shit or whatever. It's like, man, get off your fucking lazy ass and go get a job. Like,
well,
okay, so here's something. So, okay, remember when I told you about that guy coming in and I don't know if I told you the story, but I did tell you when he came in and stole those 2 liters of Tito's. He came in, what was it, like yesterday, and said, he told me, he's like, man, I'm sorry, I owe you. I was like, well, man, you can't be doing this shit. This is a place of business. We're trying to make money, and like people are coming in here and stealing. It's like, yeah. And he told me he was sorry, but he's like, I owe you. I was like, well, just don't do that shit again.
Well, the sad part of it is that we have gone overboard of giving everybody, there's a lot of people that have mental illness.
Right.
Various degrees. And it's like, you can't judge a mental ill person the same way as you would a regular, straight, everyday person,
Yeah.
And so there's really no, because of the woke society we live in, we don't want to institutionalize or require them to get some kind of mental treatment.
Right. the way the light is like shining like in your on your blinds, you got you got this line like moving. It looks like you got like some kind of like Indian like makeup or something like.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Bill.
I say,
Sahib. That's funny. Oh goodness.
But it's bad everywhere right now. You know, like Tim was saying one day, he's like, you know, everybody's laughing at America. I was like, you have the same problems in Australia, Canada, the UK. It's like this everywhere right now. Every
You
first
know
world
what's
country
crazy?
is dealing with this problem at the moment.
Man, you know what's crazy? My aunt, she used to live in Fort Lauderdale, but she moved to Pompano. And there was this library like right around the corner from where she lived. And it was just filled with homeless people, like fucking tents up and fucking just people just hanging out all over the place. And people that worked there couldn't even go outside to go eat their lunch because they're damn homeless people just hanging out all over outside the fucking library in Fort Lauderdale. It's crazy.
Well, the problem is too, is like one of my, back to my original point about homeless people not wanting help is there is a lot of them that don't want help. And it's for the simple fact is when you go into these treatment centers, you go into these homeless shelters, they require drug testing. They don't allow you to drink. And so some of the ones that do have mental issues that are living on the streets that are on drugs and different things, that's one of the reasons why they don't want to go into those facilities to get help. And then there's some homeless people that like living that life. There's some that, yeah, there is a majority of them that would like to get off the streets and get back, you know, into a house and have a job and all that. But it's a
Yeah.
far less percentage than of the ones that don't. I mean, there was a guy walking down LA and they were asking, he was going to all the homeless people, ask him, do you want help? And they're like, no, get the fuck out of here. You know, they didn't want it.
It would be kind of cool to have, eh, guys? The hoodie.
Oh,
the
I was
hoodie.
like, wait, what is that?
It's a bus driver, school bus driver. Yeah, right.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did you order it?
No, not yet. I'm just looking.
Oh, Ron DeSantis is?
I don't know. He didn't say, he said he didn't have any plans running for president. Last, when he was, I want to say he said that a few weeks ago. I don't know. I haven't heard nothing about that because he's been doing all his political stuff for governor, so. I don't want him to run for president anyway. I'd rather
I mean,
keep
I
him
don't
as
know.
my
It seems
governor.
like he's trying to do the right thing, I guess. I don't know.
But I would rather keep him as governor though.
Yeah.
Cause like I said, you always have to be worried more about your local and state government than the federal government. Because your local and state government can have more control over what you do, plus they can prevent the federal government for overstepping bounds. If they try to implement certain rules or laws on you, your governor can actually stop that kind of stuff. That's one of the reasons why I'd rather not lose him as governor.
Yeah.
We'll
I
see
think
how
we
this
should make-
election
Might
turns out.
make marijuana legal.
Well, Biden was talking about taking it off of Schedule 1, which if he did, that'd be one thing I would have to agree with him to do because it's wasting a lot of taxpayer money going after that. And it's not anywhere close to the hard drugs as far as what it does. I know
Yeah.
plenty of people that have smoked every day of their life and have had a job for the last 30 years and have worked hard and pay their bills, and it's not like crack or frickin' meth or nothing. Like you don't go off the deep end and distance yourself from your whole family and everything.
Where do you live, Wayne B? Where does he live that it's legal?
Well, there's like what, I wanna say like 25 or 30 states now where it's legal. But the problem is too, is even the states, some of the states that have it as medical, like here in Florida, TJ,
Hmm.
You can get a medical marijuana card, but
Oh,
the
yeah,
problem
that's-
is
yeah.
companies don't accept it they don't accept it, so they still drug test you for it, and if you pop positive, they're not gonna hire you or they'll fire you for it. So it's like, what's the point? The only thing the medical card does in Florida is just keep you from getting in trouble with the cops. That's it. That's the only good thing it's for.
I mean, you could just show them your medical marijuana license and be like, "Oh, all right, I'll see you later."
Yeah, but the problem is companies don't accept it. This is what I never understood is a doctor can write you prescriptions for narcotics, and that's okay. The company will accept that. If a doctor decides to write you a month-long prescription for, you know, Percocets or something like that, a company will take that doctor's prescription and say, oh, that's good, that's okay. But if a doctor prescribes you marijuana because you have seizures or something, oh, that's a problem. And that's what doesn't make sense to me.
I have a friend of mine who lives in Georgia. She has epilepsy and she has seizures here and there. She should smoke marijuana.
Well, that's what I said down here in Florida, though. Companies don't accept it. Like my company would never accept marijuana.
Yeah.
Even if I had a card, they would not care if I had a card. But there are some states, I think, now that have changed that to where if you do have a card, you're okay.
Oh, here, you just grow it in your backyard here, all you want.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys have pretty much just decriminalized it across the entire board, federal and local and all that.
We got, well, 3 plants here in town that's all they do.
Free the weed. Free the weed.
Was there like 3 big weed farms?
Well, actually, it's all inside buildings. But you drive by them, you go, oh God, you know.
You get like a big whiff of it in the air, like woo.
At the school bus yard, at the prevailing winds when they're harvesting, oh man, you can just think like how you have it. Yeah.
But if they decriminalize it on a federal level, I think that would change as far as what companies would accept. There's a lot of companies don't accept it right now because it's still federally illegal.
Yeah.
On the federal level, so a lot of companies
Yeah,
still,
because they can do whatever they want, right? But you know, even like with border crossing, they can still ask you, you know, you smoke weed when you're going down there, you know.
well, that was one of the reasons why Walmart stopped drug testing to get jobs at their stores, because they were spending hundreds of millions of dollars a year drug testing people. Well, it turned out almost 10 out of 10 times when somebody popped positive, it wasn't for any hardcore drug, it was for marijuana.
Yeah.
And so they said, well, all these states are legalizing it. So they were like, screw it, we're just going to stop drug testing.
Yeah.
Because you know, they would spend $100 per person to go get drug tested, and we would have people go get drug tested when I worked there. And then they would quit 2 days later. So Walmart spent $100 sending them off to get drug tested at LabCorp.
And then they
Yeah. And then some people wouldn't even make it past, like they would literally just go through orientation and never come back. But they would get paid for that day. So
yeah.
Hey, Paul, it was just on the news that there's lake effect snow coming next weekend.
Oh, well, I see the temperature dropping, eh?
Yeah.
What's lake effect snow mean?
Well, the wind blows over the lake so bad that it picks up moisture and then it drops it on the land and it's snow. It can be just inches or it can be feet.
Yeah, they don't have no way of predicting it.
No.
Like, you know, there's snowstorm coming, they'll tell you how much snow is coming, like 3-4 inches or whatever. Lake effect, when the machine sets up, look out. They can't predict it.
Oh, wow.
And see, we get a lot of that here in Ontario. Lake effect, especially to the north, a little more to the north. But if it's coming out of northwest, we'll get it right here where I am. Yep. But it usually got prevailing westerly, so.
Interesting.
But a lot of it comes off of Lake Huron onto Ontario.
Yep.
So the prevailing winds always seem to push more towards Canada?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So like Paul's side won't really get anything, but you guys will be covered on the other side?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
unless it swings to, it depends upon where the system is. Like if the system swings north because it does the wraparound thing.
Uh-huh.
And so if it comes across just east of us, we'll be on the prevailing side where it will be, the winds will be sweeping across Lake Huron and down towards me.
Uh,
Well, you can pick up from Michigan though too, don't you? But
Yeah, Lake Michigan usually gets the west side of the state pretty good.
yeah,
But it just depends upon the wind, prevailing winds, and how fast, like if it's a low that's going through, how fast it moves. If it stalls, we could be on the outside. I mean, I've seen where, you know, they talk about have a dusting and wake up in the morning at 6 to a foot of snow outside.
oh,
yeah.
well.
See here, Paul. The temperature just keep going. Then goes up Friday 61, then 43. But at nighttime, look at this: 28, 30. You know,
Yeah, below freezing there.
and down at nighttime it's down to 28, so down below freezing. So if it, yeah, you
Where-
can
Where is that at?
right here. Right,
Oh.
me. Well, me and Paul are pretty close together. We're not far apart, about an hour away from each other. But we can have two different weathers, though.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, when you got a big body of water like that separating you two, that affects the weather quite a bit.
Well, and besides that, to the south, to the south west of Paul is Lake Erie.
Yeah, and Buffalo, you
It's
to
got
get
another good size. It's not as big as Huron or Michigan or Superior, but it's good size, and it can pick up moisture and dump it too. So anybody doing anything special this week, or just is just hanging out? I mean, we got the elections here tomorrow, and I'll be so glad to get rid of the damn advertisement on every channel about
Yeah,
Canada.
that's crazy.
I know, I hate when the presidential election comes around because it's like everywhere. Every ad on YouTube, every ad on TV, streaming apps, it doesn't matter. There's like insane amount of apps or commercials. You do get tired of them after about a month because they usually start them like 2-3 months before the election. And then you just have to sit and look, see them for 3-4 months at a time.
I got to go put a sign up this afternoon.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, but they don't want it up till this afternoon, though. Probably going to sign the paperwork this morning. Probably.
Is it a hike or anything?
28 Deerfield, but it's here in town, so.
Oh, okay. So it isn't like you got to drive an hour to go do it.
I forget where that is. 28 Deerfield. I looked it up once already, I think. Oh, that's not what I want. Where the hell to go?
Well, with a little bit of sunshine today, it'd be a good day for you to get out and fly your new drone.
What'd you get, Hodge? Oh, you got that new
Autel.
Yeah, the Autel. Yeah.
$5,000 Autel.
You haven't flown it yet?
Oh yeah, I've flown it lots of times.
Oh.
Oh, that's just over there. Where's that? Deerfield.
He's got the big smart controller with it too, TJ.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
that
that
thing's
Screen and everything. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Oh, that's just over off in behind where my kids live.
Hey, Paul, when was the last time you flew the Inspire?
Oh, it's been a while, Paul. Been a while since I've flown in the Phantom.
Yeah, the two of them are sitting on your shelf there. It looks like they're just collecting dust.
Yeah, I got one more yet.
Well, the Phantom is always going to have a place in your heart, Paul, because you really like that one.
Oh yeah, I like the Phantoms. Yeah.
And the Inspire is nothing to slouch at either.
Oh, geez, no, it's a good drone.
If anybody's interested too, man, them Pro 2s are dropping like crazy right now on eBay. With the release of the Mavic 3 Classic, man, the Pro 2s are just flooding eBay right now. You can get them for like, I think I was seeing them for like $700-800 right now.
Really?
What, the V2s?
No, the Mavic Pro 2.
Oh, the Mavic Pro 2, yeah.
Because with the introduction of that Classic for around $1,200 to $1,400, I mean that's a hell of an upgrade if you got the Pro 2.
Yeah.
Yes, it is, Saeed.
What?
Saeed? No, because every time when Paul moves, like there's light that shines through his blinds, and it looks like he's got like makeup or something on his face.
That's nice.
Yeah, see, look at this right here. 719.
Oh god.
2 batteries, extra accessories. Oh, that's the Pro, but Pro 2, $1,000. I mean, they're coming down. Look at DJI Mavic 2 Pro. You can get the Flymar kit for like just $200. But yeah, they're starting to come down in prices.
Why is everybody selling their drones for? Because they want to get the high end ones.
Well, because the people that are like really into like professional work, right? The
Yeah.
Mavic 3 Classic is a good upgrade from the Pro 2, and at the price point of $1,200 to $1,400, you can't beat that.
Yeah, that's what Maddie was talking about. He wants to get the Classic, and he might sell me his Air 2S.
But it's but like I said, anybody that's doing professional work, it's a good upgrade. So
Well, not only that, you've got a certain percentage of people out there that always want the latest and greatest.
well, and then the
Keeping
Pro
up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
Well, the Pro 2 also, you know, it's just getting older. Same with the Phantom 4. People
Yeah.
are starting to get a little bit more worried about it every day that goes by because it's harder to get.
Well, I don't know about worried about it, but the feeling that, hey, what about parts? What about batteries? What about
Right.
all of those things? The controllers are older,
Well, that's what I'm saying is people are getting more concerned, like even Dre said, he's eventually going to get rid of the Phantom 4s. I think he's just waiting for that Classic to come out because I think that was his replacement for the Phantom 4. And then he'll have the Mavic 3 Classic and the new Inspire that he got, or the new Matrice. And there's his, that's all he needs right there. He's got a small drone for little jobs, and he's got the big one for big beefy jobs.
Yeah, that one with the thermal camera.
Right, and that's what I'm saying is like people that are doing professional work, they don't really need the Cine with the zoom and all that. The Classic itself, as it stands, is a bigger and better upgrade than what the Pro 2 is. So if they're already doing really good work with the Pro 2, there's just no question to go ahead and upgrade to the Mavic 3 Classic. I mean, it's just a smart move, especially at that price point. Because shit, when the Pro 2 came out, wasn't it like $2,000, $2,500 when it first came out? I think it was around $2,500.
Yeah.
Plus, it's got that mechanical shutter too, which people like. That's because the only other one that had that was the Pro or the Phantom 4.
Safe and reliable.
I'm going to screen share something. Remember that T40, the DJI, where the guy was riding on it and it lifted him off the
Oh
ground?
yeah. You
Yeah.
sent me that in Messenger. I think I've
I
seen
saw
that
that video.
before. That's pretty crazy.
Well, the thing of it is, some people are saying it isn't real, but let me screen share something. It's an agricultural one, okay, which is used to lifting a lot of weight because the chemicals and all kinds of things.
Right.
So
increased payload, high efficiency, strong penetration, safe and reliable, smart and convenient. Meet the brand new DJI Agras T40. The truss style body with foldable arms, more portable, easy to be stored. 11-meter spray width enhances efficiency to 21.3 hectares per hour. A machine with raw power and performance. Magnetic drive impeller pump completely segregates chemicals from motor, less corrosion, more durable. The dual automized sprinkler creates a more even particle size to maximize usage. Anti-drip centrifugal valve controls fluid precisely without dripping. Integrated spraying system can be easily transformed to the new spreading system. Spraying, spreading, you name it.
They put a seat in there.
Spreading.
They put a seat in here where they took that out. And
spreading payload improves to 50 kilograms. T40 spreads 1.5 ton fertilizer per hour, covers multiple scenarios, fulfills all your needs. Coaxial twin rotor generates powerful wind, allowing insecticides to penetrate trees thoroughly. Binocular vision and phased array radar, a spatial intelligence sensing system with fully automatic 3D continuous obstacle avoidance, safer flight, and more reliable to operate. High bright spotlights increase night vision capabilities. Brand new UHD FPV camera, adjustable gimbal tilt, allows seamless capture of HD images with all new intelligent remote controller and DRTK2 mobile station makes local offline mapping possible. Generate precise 3D routes for hilly orchard terrain. Hassle-free route planning for farmland operations, mapping and operations all in one. P4 Multispectral generates prescription maps. T40 can adjust spraying or spreading amount according to crop growth. Targeted treatment, low cost, high yield. New multifunctional inverter generator, powered by EFI technology for improved fuel economy. T40 intelligent flight battery, equipped with an air-cooled heatsink. 9-minute speed charging without waiting. This is the new Agras T40, the latest evolution in the powerful flagship series.
You know why you won't see any reviewers doing that drone? Or why they don't ever talk about those drones is because even the biggest channels on YouTube that are in the drones can't afford to buy one of
they
those.
can't afford to buy one, no.
That's like a $30,000-$40,000 drone.
Yep,
Oh,
yep.
shit. That's
But
fucking
you
crazy.
talk about a flying car, or a motorcycle.
What
Hey,
is that?
Bob.
What is that one?
Hey, Phantom 4 Pro V2, and it also comes with a 7.85 crystal sky. And it's only if you go through here, it's only been total flight time was 1 hour and 13 minutes.
How much is it?
$1,000.
That's 1,000 Canadian, right?
Yeah, that's right here in London, just not far away. $1,000 fucking dollars. Holy fuck!
That's $700 US.
Told you they're going down in price.
It comes with 3 batteries too.
Now, could you hold on? Can you hold on to that drone that we were just watching?
There are 5 charging cycles.
Yeah, the Agras, yeah, that's the one that the other one that showed it where he was flying around underneath it.
Damn, that's crazy. So that's basically that you can't. Well, I guess you could go out and just fly it
Man, we should.
commercially or whatever, but or not commercially, but you can fly it recreationally too if you wanted to, I guess.
If it's under 55. Yeah, but if it's under 55 pounds, which that drone probably is more than 55 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
That drone probably weighs, I would say, a little over 100 pounds.
That's crazy.
That's small. too, though,
Increased
too.
payload, high efficiency,
Strong penetration.
Agris.
And reliable.
That guy looked like he weighed about 130 pounds. He was short. It might have trouble picking somebody my size up. I'm serious because I weigh 240 pounds. It might.
What are you trying to tell us?
Well, I'm just saying that guy was really small that it lifted up. You could tell he wasn't a very big dude. He looked like he weighed about 120, 130 pounds.
I probably weigh like 130 something. I haven't gotten on a scale lately.
But I'm sure that thing can't lift more than a car. I'm sure its limit is right around a couple hundred pounds.
Yeah. Yeah, with the battery and everything, about 200 pounds.
But that's more like a farming drone, like because they were spreading the seed and shit all over the place.
Oh yeah, that's what it was designed for. But they've, it's like anything else. Big tires on trucks was designed for farmers. Now you got people driving down the main streets with big tired
Yeah.
trucks.
In
Yeah,
all reality, though, TJ, if like I had the money, I would buy a drone that size just to fucking fly it around.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I would, like if I had like 30 grand to spend on an industrial drone like that, I would buy it just to buy it. Cause like imagine showing up to a drone meetup with that. It would make Dre's Matrice look tiny.
I know, right? Hey guys, check this out.
Like it took 2 dudes to get that out of the back of the truck.
Truck, yeah. And you notice when it was folded up, sitting in the back of the truck, it took up the whole bed.
Yeah, even like
That's
with
what
the
I'm
arms,
saying.
like even with the arms spread out or whatever.
That's what I said. Could you imagine showing up to a drone meetup with that?
Yeah.
Dude,
Like,
you'd
hey
be the
guys,
talk of the
check out what I
town, dude.
got.
Oh, you'd be the star of the show, I guarantee it.
Yeah.
But there's
Yeah.
also a big business out there if you get connected, spraying crops and whatever. Because otherwise they got to go around and they gotta spray. The old time airplanes that were crop dusting and all that kind of stuff. Well, with this, you just set it and go. You just put the parameters and you just fill up the tanks. And when the tank gets low, comes back and lands where it took off at, you fill the tank up and you say, okay, continue, and off it goes.
Right.
And
The
go
thing,
stopped
That's
and
crazy.
well, and the thing is too, is, with hiring a crop duster, they charge you for the time, the maintenance on their
Aircraft,
plane,
yep.
fuel, all
That's
that's added in. And that's
That's a
thousands
big old
and
drone with a
thousands.
tiny little camera on it too. It's like what?
Yep.
But you could come out to somebody's field and say, I'll do, 10 acres of seeding for you for
X amount of
15
dollars an acre. Yep.
right, like let's just say $1,500, right? Where they would probably pay a plane to come in and do that. They'd probably be paying $10,000, 10 to 12 grand
Yeah.
because of fuel costs and all that. You're talking about a plane, dude, a small little 4-seater plane. You're talking about 600 gallons of fuel to fill that thing up at $5, $6, $8 a gallon. I don't know how much fuel for a plane costs, but I'm imagining it's probably 3 times.
Well, and the
what
hassle,
cars.
you have to take it off from a different location,
Right, and then you can only do so much, and you have to go land and refill.
refuel and refill. Yep.
Yep.
And that T40, it says it recharges in 30 minutes or less.
Right, and you get a little generator that runs off a few gallons of gas. I mean,
Yep.
come on, that's nothing.
And you have a spare battery right there, so you just keep them in cycle.
But I mean, yeah, that thing could probably do it could probably do a field a little bit faster than a plane could. I would think, just because you're right there, it only has to land for a couple minutes. Boom, you fill it back up, it goes. If a plane has to fly 5 miles to an airport, it's got to come in, land, taxi down the runway, get parked, get filled back up, and then go back down, get permission to take off. That takes probably 30, 40 minutes right there.
Yep.
Easy. By that time, you've already done the other half of the field. And you're packing up going home. That's where I would see it being more beneficial too, is just the time constraint that a plane has with landing and taking off and all that.
Well, can you see that? I can see that T-40, the hell with, the sprayer portion, adapting all kinds of exotic cameras on it. Like night vision cameras. Yeah, or Paul says machine gun.
But you know what's funny, as beefy as that drone was and as big as it was, that camera on it was kind of pathetic looking.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's a big
It looked-
drone with a tiny little camera. Like
It looked like
Yeah,
a mini 2 camera.
To talk about the camera, the camera that I have on that Autel Nano does some great camera, and it's just a little big.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the size of that drone, you wouldn't think you would see a mini 2 size camera on there.
Yeah, well, that goes back to the idea. Remember the Z3 cameras on the bottom of the Inspires? They got bigger. The X3 was smaller, round camera. Then the Z3 was bigger because it had zoom and everything. And then they started mounting the regular looking cameras with interchangeable lenses on the end.
Yeah. And I mean, really, for a pilot to come out there and charge you to do a field, not like they really have a whole lot of labor in it themselves. They just fill the drone up, put the battery in, and they can autonomously set the drone to do everything for them.
Yeah.
They literally are just sitting there.
Yeah.
So you could undercut the shit out of a pilot. Like a crop duster company, you know what I'm saying? You can come in and just totally undercut.
$1,000 an hour for a helicopter here.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You could come in and be like, I'll do it for 400 an hour.
Yeah.
Just completely undercut the hell out of them.
Yeah.
JD says he thinks that drone sprayer would be more for smaller farms.
Well, I think they're more designed for farms over in Europe because they do have smaller farms, only maybe 10 acres or something. Here, you got farms that are, 1,000 acres or 5,000 acres, right? Especially out in the prairies, right? That wouldn't be any good for that, I don't think.
Well, you would just have to really, it would come down to, you would have to see how much that drone could cover to how fast.
I'm sure there's a way to check the specs.
Yeah, you would have to compare it to how fast can a plane cover 10 acres to that drone covering 10 acres. But even if you take an extra hour or two than what the plane would, you could still undercut the crap out of a crop dusting company and say, we'll be out here for 6 hours, but we'll get it done. And we're only going to charge you 400 an hour. Where a helicopter pilot's like, oh, we can get it done in 2 hours, but we're going to charge you, you know.
1,500.
Is there a certain kind of seed or something that you put in there, or can you use like any kind
liquid or fertilizer, or you can, I think it has the capability of you putting seeds in there, and it's
does it sprays water too? They were showing
that's liquid fertilizer.
Okay.
Or weed killer,
Yeah.
Yeah, it can be whatever, pesticides, different types of seeds. Because what it is you're going to have a water tank and you're going to have some kind of seed hopper that you put seeds in, and then it's going to, just like a paintball hopper would on a paintball gun, it's going to spin and shoot the seeds out.
Yeah. And because the blades are pushing air down, the spray is going to go down. It isn't going to go out to the sides or up. It's just going to go down,
Right.
One idea behind the helicopter because the blades push it down into the crops. Where an airplane going through, it's got those vortices and it kind of just swirls around the air. So.
Well, that was kind of one of their main aspects on their little cells video there, was it creates high winds below it. So it really pushes the seeds and the liquid down.
Through the leaves and stuff.
Right. Versus just dropping it and letting it just fall naturally. That was kind of one of their selling points on that, which makes sense. But like I said, I don't know. I don't know how much faster it would be. I would think it would be a little bit faster just because of the short amount of time between refills and taking off.
Turnaround, yep, yep.
Cause I mean, you could literally land that thing, refill it, and be back in the air going on a perfect. Plus, not to mention that drone's more efficient as far as mapping the ground than a pilot just eyeballing where he came in at. Not to say that pilots aren't good or experienced, but they're not gonna outperform a computer that's mapping the ground.
Well, if you look at any ag sprayers, they have computerized on there where they have to be in line to go to the next sweep down through when they go through. They got signals on there, and it's got bars on it where they got to center it and go down through, and that's so that they are directly over where they didn't go last time. Then they turn around and it lines up the next one. It's all the plane's not computer controlled, but it tells the pilot where to go.
Right, I feel like the drone would be more efficient.
Yeah,
'cause
probably
it's
would be
flying-
more.
Cause it's
Yeah.
flying itself and everything, so it's like, super precise.
Well, Paul, I think I'm gonna call it for now.
Okay, yep, I
Yep.
think we've been
Yeah.
on for an hour and a half and, TJ, he looks like he's getting hungry. I can see it in his eyes.
Yeah, I gotta go feed myself.
Yep, and, Justin, take care. Are you gonna go on today at all, or?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be on tonight, guys, so
We'll see you all tonight around 5
Yeah,
o'clock.
later.
later on tonight. Yep.
I work
just-
till midnight tonight, so.
Oh, lucky you.
Oh, you're the man.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again this evening.
Adios.
Bye.
Cut
Talk
me
to-
out, Paul. I'm on my back porch.